So a lot has been happening in our country, Nigeria. I mean, last week we talked about some of the things that's been happening, and as a matter of fact, nothing has changed. People are still queuing at filling stations. People are still queuing at the banks just to get cash. And to make matters worse, fuel stations are now saying that they are not selling if you do not have cash, knowing full well that you cannot get cash from banks. Banks, as a matter of fact, are giving people 2,000 naira. I went to one of my banks to get money. I had a check of 100,000 naira, and they said they can only give me 10,000 naira. Regardless of how much you want to collect, they are going to give you 2,000 naira. So these are some of the things we're going to be talking about today on Talking Trends. And I am Kiruka Ide, and these are more to come when we come back from this short break. You're welcome once again, and if you have just joined in, this is Talking Trends right here on Oxford TV, and I am Kiruka Ibe. Before the break, I said a lot has been going on in our country, Nigeria. And the point is, people are lamenting, people are complaining, but the number one citizen of this country, President Muhammadu Buhari, has not come out to address us on any of these issues. There's fuel scarcity, there's also cash flow scarcity. People don't have cash on them anymore. They can't even get cash. They go to the automated teller machines to get cash. None. They go into the banks. I, as a matter of fact, went into one of my banks to get cash, and they told me that I can only get 2,000 naira. They're actually sharing 2,000 naira to people in the bank. So if you have 100,000 naira check, they're going to give you just 2,000 naira in their own words so that it can go around. But our president has not said anything. So according to the INEC chairman, that is Professor Mahmood Yakubu, he has come out to tell us that the upcoming general election is still going to hold as planned, that they have resolved the issue of fuel scarcity, which was going to hamper the electoral material movement. So that's what he has come out to tell us. And then that the issue of scarcity of cash will not also hamper the electoral procedure or process. So let me take some of the comments, because people are now beginning to ask, like, what have you resolved? People are going to the ATMs, cooking their food there and eating there. We've seen a lot of madness going on in the country, and then he's coming out to tell us that they've resolved this issue. So people are asking, what did you resolve? Let me take some of the comments. And this number one comment I have here, someone says, where on a resolver? Another person says, that one consigned on my own be saying, may God judge everyone trying to vote in Buhari Pro Max. I don't know what that means. He gets another Nigeria where on a build that Nigerians don't know about. I mean, you really need to tell us. Even people said maybe the trumpets has even sounded, and those of us who are on this side don't even know what's going on. We don't know what's going on. All right, so another person here says, all of you asking resolved what? He said they have resolved all fuel and cash issues that might affect INEC during the election, meaning there will be fuel available from NNPC for all vehicles that will be used to transport electoral materials, and there will be cash available directly from, I think this person meant to say CBN, but the person wrote CNN, so I think it's CBN for logistics. So another story I have here is about, I mean, we have seen bankers running helter-skelter, escaping from the back gates so that they would not be lynched on angry Nigerians who are very angry because they can't access cash. I mean, we need cash too. Come on now. So there is now a video of the ICPC, that's the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC. They discovered 258 million naira stashed in the vault of a bank in this same country, and this is the new naira notes. There's a video to this. They stashed this money. What are they stashing it for? You and I don't have money to do anything, but these banks, they have this money and they are keeping it in their vault. What are they keeping it for? Who are they keeping it for? And bear in mind that the president actually did this whole cash, the whole reprint of the currencies, so that maybe, just maybe, the election may be free and fair. But you have the issue of bankers now stashing these monies. Tell me, who are they stashing it for? Let's even look at this video. But moving on and away from that, so the Supreme Court has temporarily halted the ban of the old Naira notes. I mean, it's about time, because people are now literally buying the Naira notes. I went to the fill station to get filled. They told me that if I do not have cash, they're not going to sell for me. And this is Mobile. A filling station as big as Mobile told me that if I don't have cash, they're not going to sell fill to me. They're only taking cash. They're not taking bank transfers. They're not taking the POS with your card. They're not taking any of that. And this is because they now sell these monies that they bring. If I give them my cash, they're going to sell it to these guys that do POS, and those guys will now in turn sell it back to me, because those guys are now selling 5,000 naira, 1,000 naira for 5,000 naira. So if I need to collect 5,000 naira, I'm getting 4,000 naira, because by then they would have collected 1,000 naira. I witnessed a guy collect 50,000 naira and he was charged 10,000 naira in this country of ours. So, well, the Supreme Court has now said they are halting the exchange, whatever it is that the CBN wanted to do with the old Naira notes, or whatever they wanted to do is now on hold. We don't know. Remember, their deadline was supposed to be 10th of this month, so they would have fizzled out the old notes, but it has been halted now, and this is command from the CBN, rather the Supreme Court, the Yoga Papa, them all, you know. Now, this is on a very sad note. Our hearts and our prayers goes out to those in Turkey and Syria and its environs who are being affected by the earthquake. Report has it that about 16,000 people have died. A lot of people are still missing. Some people are still trapped under rubble and what have you. We've seen women giving birth under rubble. I mean, it's very, very disheartening. So our hearts and our prayers goes out to Turkey and Syria, especially in this trying times. Okay, now away from that and still talking about, I mean, the Nigeria election is just around the corner. It's on the 25th of February. And if you are not talking about the election, if you're not listening to conversation that has to do with the election, if anything anyone is telling you, it's not about how you're going to go and vote and then your votes will count. Please do not be a party to such conversation at this time. Whatever conversation you're going to have, let it be about changing people's mindsets as to how to vote, when to vote, where to go vote, where to get their PVCs and all of that. That should be what will be on our minds and our mouths at this point in time. So there's been a lot of buzzwords going on online, you know, between Mr. Peter of the P Square squad, and then the son of the late Seun Kuti, Seun Kuti. There's been a lot of buzzwords. Two of them have been going back and forth on each other. I'm going to scroll some of their conversations. But then again, I want to point out here, Seun Kuti made a video. He was in an interview, and he said this word, that it's going to take Nigerians to save Nigeria.
So I tell you, sir, but there's no president that can save Nigeria. Only the people of Nigeria can save this country. Even if Peter Obi, who is the internet favorite, even if he wins, Peter Obi with his military surrounded by target.
So in this video, he said no president is going to save Nigeria. It is going to take Nigerians to save Nigerians. And me personally, I say yes to that. I agree to that part, not the part he was now beginning to insult Peter Obi or throw, I don't know, but the part where he said it's going to take Nigerians to save Nigeria, I really, really agree with that. Reason being that you and I are Nigerians. The bankers who are holding the new Naira notes are Nigerians. People will not get the kind of president that they don't deserve. We are getting the kinds of president that we deserve because you and I are corrupt. So even if Peter Obi wins the election, he is not automatically going to change your mindset and my mindset. And I don't see that happening. It will take you to change your mindset and know that your country has to work. If you want your country to work, it will work. But if you don't want it to work, there's no way. Bring an angel to Nigeria today. you and I will corrupt that angel. Trust me. So I get the part of him saying it's only going to take Nigerians to change Nigeria. So if your mindset is changed, if you want a Nigeria that works, I want a Nigeria that works, then you and I will put our hands together and make Nigeria to work. A lot of us want to vote some people in because of our selfish and greedy interests. We also want to vote another person in because of what we stand to gain. So by the time we stop voting people in because of what we stand to gain, then Nigeria will move forward. Those people at Mobile Filling Station that are telling me that I need to bring cash before they can sell fuel to me, they are Nigerians living and working in Nigeria. They are corrupt. So tell me how Nigeria is going to be better. The bankers hoarding the new Naira notes are Nigerians. The POS guy that is charging me 1,000 Naira to give me 5,000 Naira is a Nigerian. Wherever he got the money from, I don't know. But because we are all corrupt, that is why we keep ending up with the kinds of presidents that we end up with. That's all I have to say, but remember, I ain't got no opinions. I will be right back, and when I come back, the story will continue. I'll be right back. So now let's take it all the way to the United States, where a mother took her hard-earned money and went to get her daughter, who is turning 16, bought her a Tesla. You and I know how Tesla is. I mean, everybody wants to drive Tesla. Even in Nigeria, I think I've seen one Tesla or two Teslas in Nigeria. And we don't have lights in Nigeria, but I've seen Tesla driving in Nigeria. We know that Tesla is an electric vehicle, so you have to charge it. So this girl went off on her mother. I mean, asking her mother, why would you buy me a Tesla? I told you I want a pink bed. Don't hear from my mouth. Let's listen to it. I'm sure you've seen this video, but look at it again and then come back and we'll talk about it.
Right! You should be happy.
Be grateful. You can put the keys back in your purse.
Oh, and I will. And don't ask me for nothing else. Oh, you're going to be happy with that money.
How much is it?
Girl, open it up and stop being ungrateful, because now you're starting to be ungrateful where you ain't got to worry about me ever again.
I said I wanted a Tesla. I always told you I wanted a pink Mercedes-Benz.
Okay, well, I couldn't get the Mercedes-Benz, so you got that.
This is all you gave me for my Sweet 16 and my golden...
Girl, do you know how much money that is? That's $1,600 for 16.
That's it for my Sweet 16 and my golden birthday?
Well, what did you want?
And then you gave me the truck.
This is the car. It's not the truck. This is the car one. You guys, look.
You can have all your gifts back, because why would you do this? This is my Sweet 16 and my golden birthday, and you gave me a car I didn't. I don't want no car that if I gotta charge it for it to work. I didn't want that.
Girl, you need to be grateful that you got a damn
one, and then you gave me little money.
You was being really, really ungrateful.
You can give this to your mom.
Yay!
This is ridiculous. Deja, get back over here, and I'm not playing.
The gifts I don't. Oh, here you go.
So you really don't want this
I
Tesla?
don't like that. Electric cars. I don't want to have to charge my car to get on it. You could have kept your gifts
Okay,
and all that.
I'll take it back, or I give it to somebody that wanted it.
Like, I did not ask for it.
Is you serious?
Worst birthday ever. Like, ugh.
How was this your worst birthday?
Because I didn't ask for.
Okay. Well, you guys, sorry about this. I really thought my daughter would be excited about her new car, but I guess not. So I guess I'll go take it back and see if I can get her a pink Mercedes. I'm like so upset right now. Okay. Well, you guys.
So I have watched this video over and over and over, and I'm wondering how. Hey, you will tell that to a Nigerian mother. When I was 6, I can't even remember when I was 16. I didn't even get anything. If you even managed to 1-year-old birthday, thank your stars. Talk about when you're now 16. When I was 16, I think I was even already working when I was 16. Woman give me car. Even dress I did not get, and they bought you a Tesla. But I also understand the part where she said she wanted, I mean, she should have been like this. Okay, hey mom, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I mean, you went above and beyond to get me this car. I really love you, mom. But I think I would have preferred a regular vehicle, not a car that will have to charge. I mean, you understand? I that part. But when she went off, the way she went over her mother was so disrespectful. It showed that she's a very rude young girl. Very rude. If your mother for don't give you gbas, make them buy you car, say they complain. Oh, hey, African mother, they will put you here, boom, 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 boom. Especially when they buy you something and you don't appreciate it. And also added $1,600, that is $1,600 to it. Please check in Nigerian Naira, how much is $1,600? Please help me check. And then they gave you all of this, and she went off on her mother, so rude and all of that. But well, let me take some of the comment because people were not having it at all. Alright, someone here says, why are you complaining about a behavior you have condoned, nurtured, and still entertaining? Because if the mother has not condoned all of this, because you can see that the girl, she even beats the mother. If care is not taken, she might beat the woman. The way she was going up on her mother, it looks like she gives the woman hell. So I don't know why she now came on social media to complain to us. So another person says, let me just concentrate on this ATM. Another person says, African mothers will give you long life and prosperity. If that one not do you now, you sabi chicken, they'll just pray for you. I think on my 16, I don't know when I turned 16. I don't know what happened. But I know I turned 16, but I don't know what happened. All these ones are sweet 16, kiniko. I said maybe the ones that are rich in Nigeria, those are the ones that do 16, sweet 16, 13. Actually, I don't know what it is. You understand? So another person here says, this must be acting. If she were my daughter, then it means I failed for a whole 15 years before this. I would tell her we are going for a luxury vacation in Cote d'Ivoire and then leave her there in the school of hard knocks without a passport. When I see her next, she would graduated, gotten a brain reset, and also be fluent in French. Why are you saying Cote d'Ivoire? Come on, you see, every time you want to send them to Africa, who told you Africa won't? Come and see the spoilt brats in Africa, in this so-called Africa that you guys want to bring. They are spoilt brats in this so-called Africa as well, just in case you're wondering. So Oxford International Group has started the repayment exercise to her customers, those people who their ROI has reached, and then it's being done in badges now. So if you're a customer of Oxford International Group, keep your ears and eyes to the ground. Pending when it gets to your turn, then you can come and collect it. But before then, let's even listen to what the solicitor had to say to this effect.
What Oxford is trying to do is, number one, to reduce the amount of people is owing. But the only way to help this system is to reduce the amount. You can imagine if Oxford is owing 10 billion, for example, and it's just only 2 people, maybe somebody 6 billion, 4 billion. It's easier to talk to 2 people. But just look at this minute now, look at the crowd. I bet you the next 1 hour, here will jam packed. Now, as you are collecting this money, Oxford and me, I know. The one that we've done last week is the story that brought some of us here. This one now, I can tell you by next week, maybe all these streets will be full. You understand? Thirdly, let us please tell some of us that have friends that are also investors. Let's make them understand that in these solicitors we have process. We are not doing, I know you know me. Some people are in my office and I bet it, I'm using my mother's brain to swear. If you think you know somebody, you come to the office to influence, I will not pay. For you mentioning that person's name, I will not pay.
So you've heard what the solicitor had to say, and then I want to also once again apologize for whatever inconveniences has cost you and your family. I mean, this is Nigeria. We all do businesses, and then sometimes every business has its ups and downs. But the good thing is that the repayment exercise has started, and once it gets to your own turn, you'll be called upon to the office, and then you come and get your money. So, but on that note, I think this is all I have for you on Talking Trends today. But before I go, please, let us try and be calming down. We know times are tough. We know everything is tough in the country at this point in time. But let us not lose focus, because I think that the major plan is for us all to lose focus, and so that we will now make another mistake again. This is more like a decoy, giving us scarcity of everything, so that maybe we will not see money to go and vote on that day. But don't worry, my brothers and sisters, we will vote. And we are going to vote the man or the woman. Is there any woman contesting this year? Well, as the case may be, we'll vote that person that we believe is going to take us to the promised land. Or Shea Bades. But it's also going to take you and I to change our mindset so that Nigeria will move forward. But well, they said the word is enough for the wise, and that's all I have to say today. So thank you for watching, and remember, it is Friday. And again, I think, you know, I can feel the love in the air. But then again, they've told us this year that it will be hard Valentine. Scarcity of where? Scarcity of money. How do you want to even do this Valentine? But somebody said that the men need, you know, a little bit of pampering here and there. So if you have money stashed somewhere, go and buy your guy something. You know, don't buy him singlets and boxers this year. Buy him something nicer than singlets and boxers, okay? Ngwano or the Baziano. This is all I have to say. I'm Kiruka Ibe. But don't forget to take it down, take a chill pill, and remember, it's Friday.